The feminine within us seeks the masculine to stabilize us and to provide support and a container. We're going to see this through the lens of energy. So, the feminine is the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, the soul. The feminine is the oracle. The masculine is the container, the stability, the one who provides, the one who protects. If you can imagine this, the feminine is the ocean, and the masculine is the container that holds the ocean. And so, as women, we look to the masculine to provide safety for us to flow. When you are a woman in your divine feminine energy, naturally, you may want to look to a man, to provide you with that inner stability, security, safety, providing and protecting. And that is a good thing, especially when it's a healthy man. But one thing I have learned on my journey and that I want to teach you is to be a healthy human being, we have to have an inner masculine and an inner feminine. Some of us have an inner masculine that abandons us, that struggles to provide stability and security because the inner masculine, which is called the Anima, was formed and cultivated by our father that we have here. So depending on our relationship with our father and the ways in which our father showed up for us, our inner masculine energy may show up for us in that same way. That could look like poor boundaries. That could look like not being completely fulfilled in certain ways, And so, with that being said, I want to encourage everyone, especially women, to pray to God for that masculine energy. Now, I am someone who believes in God and the goddess. So I have a very, very, very close relationship with the goddess. Very close. The Divine Mother. But the father archetype is also here. And I know a lot of spiritual women may struggle in this area because we were sold this I don't want to disrespect anybody's religion. We were sold certain stories that taught us about a God that, may or may not resonate with certain people. You know what I mean? But I want to encourage you to know that if your inner masculine is not fully showing up to contain your inner feminine, then pray to God, to show up for you, to help you to stabilize your emotions, to provide for you, to protect you, to come through the masculine that is meant for you. You know what I mean? Pray to God and don't forget to pray and build a relationship with God. That is so important. And I just wanted to come and share that message. And I'm going to have so much more to say over the week. But does this make sense to you? This is very deep, multi-layered psychology, shadow work, alchemy, and spirituality all together. So digest that, swallow it, and remember that the man that you're in connection with has his own journey. You know what I mean? And so it's very easy for us to want to outsource those things it's very easy for us to want to outsource what the masculine provides our inner feminine 24/7. But, men have their own journeys here, especially divine masculines. They're working on integrating their own inner feminine, and they struggle in that way. They weren't taught to be in touch with their emotions. So we as women, we as divine feminines have to find a balance between the ways in which we rely on the connection with the external masculine and the ways in which we lean on our internal masculine and balancing that all by connecting to God.